Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Sunday, July 17th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind that this is general for the day for all 12 signs. So obviously, of course, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But we're going to jump right into it and pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and see what we get. And then we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot for the remainder of the reading. Alrighty, let's do some shuffling. Okay, there's a focus on things needing to be fair, or a desire for things to be fair throughout the day, stemming from you and or other people in a situation, and a need to be flexible, right? A need to weave in and out of, I want to say even people, energies, obstacles, needing to just prioritize and multitask all the meanwhile. Wow. I almost just bent this card. Okay, TikTok. All right, this card's coming out for a reason. I feel like there's a lot to accomplish throughout this Sunday, or you may feel something's timed, or yeah, I feel like there's a bit of a rushed feeling in the air for a Sunday. What do we have for Sunday? Or what else, I should say? Okay, we have 3 here. We have mending, breathe, and co-create. I feel like the energy isn't 100% Sunday-like for the most part, but we have co-create, talking about how we're pushed to create with our guides, to even work well with others. You may feel like there's a focus on a roundabout when it comes to a specific other person, certain people in general. If it's multiple for you specifically, you may feel like your head or even your environment feels like a bit of a whirlwind throughout this day, wanting to just relax, but it feeling kind of hard to do so. Spirit might be taking you on a bit of a roller coaster throughout the day, or you may feel like you're just going in circles, doing the same thing over and over. Okay. Repetitive nature is what I'm getting, but there is a focus on serendipity to a certain extent throughout the Sunday. Okay, I'm hearing luck is on your side, but we also have breathe, and so I feel like it's a day where you will benefit greatly from beginning with meditation if you look at that imagery, but you're pushed to breathe when things feel overwhelming, when things don't feel relaxing, when you're pushed to stress, or you feel as if other people in your midst are stressing. Empaths will feel a little bit overwhelmed throughout this day and will desire to separate from others, but it may not be completely doable. Okay, I do feel like there's a bold, serious kind of way about each of us throughout this day, and desiring, again, peace all the meanwhile, simplicity. But I do feel like there's a mending of connections, potentially. You could even find that you're just being pushed to put things back together in one way, shape, or form. They're showing a puzzle being apart, or they're saying destroyed, and then needing to put it back together to see the picture once again. Interesting. Let's pull some tarot. Wherever you are throughout this day, even if it's just one of the situations, if there's multiple, you'll feel it's very spiritually connected. Okay. We have the Page of Cups, and so I feel like there's a glow about you, at least at certain points throughout the day, and you're being noticed. Okay. I'm going to put this one down here. And I do feel like there's it's a bit of a daydreamy vibe throughout the Sunday, where you can't help but connect with others at certain points, but you drift to other worlds. You're fantasizing. Spirit's pushing you to have visions, or just to see a whole different world for oneself. It's as if you are potentially being pushed to imagine where you will be moving forward, or even where you once were. It's going to feel kind of difficult to stay present throughout this day, and that's playing into the whirlwind feeling and aspect of this specific Sunday. I do feel like it's just a push to remember that self-care is a must, okay? That's not the only reason this is happening, but I do feel like that's a reminder throughout this day. We have the Three of Cups here. I feel like people are expecting you to be more on edge than you are, okay? I do feel like there's two, if not three people that you connect with the most in a situation, and that makes you feel a level of comfort, or just connectivity is what's coming through. But I also just feel like naturally this card's coming out if you look at that head imagery. Again, that whirlwind aspect coming through, and you may find that there's a focus on the way people are sorting through things, accomplishing, the way you're processing and prioritizing, or just figuring things out for oneself. Everybody's completely different is what I'm getting, even if they seem similar. I do feel like, okay, people take a focus, but I feel like you're the centerpiece of a situation, even if someone else is seen as that role, okay? I really do feel like your mind is shining throughout this day and a bit on display in one way, shape, or form, even if that's a temporary moment. I sense that it's a day where you feel like you don't have it all as far as knowledge, wisdom, experience, but you do, okay? Don't be surprised if you feel a lack of stress, okay? And I feel like that's needed at this time, given I feel like things have been a bit fast-paced or just very busy for you recently. I sense that there's a focus on your perfect lifestyle, your happily ever after, your full financial stability, not being within your situation at this time. And that's part of where Spirit's pushing you to imagine, to believe, to manifest all the meanwhile, to co-create as we turn this in the upright, okay? And make sure that this happens for you, okay? Why wouldn't you want to make it happen, okay? With the Empress as well. Whatever your heart and soul is desiring most at this time, let's make it happen, okay? And that's the vibe of this day. And there's just a reminder throughout it that you're working towards it in other ways, whether it's to save up money, to make certain levels of progress that pertain to your situation individually. But I do feel like you're recognizing that it can be peaceful in that process, or remembering it can be peaceful in that process to co-create, to manifest, to make your dreams become your reality. We have the Lovers over here. Now I feel like you could be mending within a situation that you love, or you could find that you're mending with a connection or multiple with a person or people that there is love within that situation. But I also do feel like you could feel like you're putting the pieces back together, mending your situation, your life, a bit of healing taking place, even if you're busy. And that entails, I feel like it's wrapped up in a decision. You can find there's a lot of on-the-spot decisions you have to make throughout this day. But I do feel like there's a reminder throughout this day that you need to just put your hands up and go with the flow, okay? Especially when it comes to what the universe is trying to patch back up. I just feel like as well there's a level of celebration that you're needing to be one with at this time, and to recognize that you're not meant to fit in with everybody and everything that you're surrounded or wrapped up with at this time. There's more lessons that need to take place, but I feel like there's a change or multiple that is taking a center focus, and a reminder that you need to breathe up until that point of change, transition, that turning point. But I do feel like, let's pull one more. You're mending your heart and soul is what I'm hearing. I feel like you've been through a lot recently. With the Chariot, I just feel like it's a day where you're prepping to get on your chariot and do what's right for you, to head towards bigger and better. But I also feel like it's a day where you need to keep the motivation alive, even if it doesn't pair with a level of high energy, right? And I just feel as if it's a day where you're thinking about not being trapped or limited, right? And prepping for some self-reflection in the upcoming days in one way, shape, or form. And again, it's meant to be a peaceful but productive kind of Sunday. So just try to maintain that energy, even if other people don't. But I do feel like you're putting in the work in one way, shape, or form and seeing results all the meanwhile, but feeling overly serious as you learn more, gain knowledge, and potentially even teach others along the way. All right. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Sunday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.